Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I hope you've all recovered from trick-or-treating. You're not on a sugar high. But today's November 1st, so I am going to kick off November. Most of you know, I think I talked about it before, that November is pH Awareness Month. And so for the month of November, I will be doing posts and videos and such for the month pertaining to the disease pulmonary hypertension. Hi Theta and Dee and Amanda, how are y'all today? It is also National Caregiver Month. And so I'm going to sprinkle some things about caregiving in there because I think caregivers deserve that. And if I'm not mistaken, it is also Epilepsy Awareness Month. So, good morning, Dee. I hope you are well. I'm going to talk about pulmonary hypertension this morning. First, I'm going to say that for the month of November, the whole month, I'm going to donate a portion of my sales from my home businesses to PH Association. That's Pulmonary Hypertension Association. And I'm going to make a donation in December in my daughter's name. So if you're interested, if you need some gifts for Christmas, or you just need something and you want to help a good cause, let me know. Private message me. We'll have a conversation about that. But so what is pulmonary hypertension? Now, if you're like me, when Nicole was diagnosed almost 8 years ago, I had no clue what that was. So pulmonary hypertension, or PH, is a general term used to describe high blood pressure. And I'm looking at my notes. See, here's my notes. Okay. Describe high blood pressure in the lungs from any cause. This is not to be confused with systemic high blood pressure. Systemic blood pressure can be controlled by diet, exercise, and sometimes medication. pH can be controlled by medication, but it cannot cure it. So today I'm going to talk about one of the diseases which is in that umbrella of pulmonary hypertension, and that is pulmonary arterial hypertension. Say that 3 times fast. Or PAH. So what is PAH? PAH is a chronic, rare, and currently incurable disease that causes the walls of the arteries of the lungs to tighten and stiffen. In someone with PAH, the right side of the heart has to work harder to push through narrow arteries in the lungs. Eventually, the extra stress causes the heart to enlarge and become less flexible, compromising the heart's ability to push blood out of the heart through the lungs and into the rest of the body. And the major types of PAH are idiopathic, and that means basically that the doctors do not know how the person got the disease. So they just don't know. So it's idiopathic, or primary. They call it primary too. I think they went over to primary because I guess idiopathic, idiot, yeah, we won't go there. Let's just say primary PAH. And then there's familial PAH, which is inherited. So this means it runs in families, but you may be a carrier for PH. You may have the PH gene, but that doesn't mean that you will develop the disease. And then there is associated PAH, and this is associated with another disease. Associated conditions can include CREST, scleroderma, lupus, HIV, congenital heart defects, liver disease, drugs, toxins, as well as other conditions. There's other things that can cause PAH. In Nicole's case, she has associated PAH due to undiagnosed congenital heart defects. And because those heart defects were undiagnosed, she has Eisenmenger syndrome, which is another rare progressive heart condition that causes reverse shunting of the heart. And because of these issues, the blue blood, the oxygen poor blood, is going into Nicole's lungs instead of going to her extremities. So, and I know I say this every year in November, but my deepest hope and prayer is that a cure will be found for this disease in Nicole's lifetime. I also hope for the doctors to be better educated about the disease so it doesn't take years for a diagnosis to be made, which is really common now. For the it took, in Nicole's case, she was severe by the time she was diagnosed, and she probably already had the disease for most of her life by the time she was diagnosed. So, hey Michael, how are you doing? Oh, I have a PHA bigwig on the live. All right. I hope you're doing well, Michael. That is what I wanted to talk about today. Give you a basis for what pH is. And then tomorrow, I probably will not do another live video. I have a very, very hard time talking about pH, because it's very emotional for me. Even almost 8 years after Nicole's been diagnosed, it's still very emotional. So, I probably will not do videos very often about pH unless it's something generic. If it's personal about Nicole, I will text it. I will write it. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Nancy. I hope you're well. You do not wear a wig, Michael. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, thank you, Michael. That is very nice of you. Very, very nice compliment. And I truly, that makes my whole day, really. So, if you have any questions about pH, anything at all, I'm not an expert, but I can tell you from experience, I know more about the disease than a lot of medical professionals. So, and that I am not tooting my horn when I say that. Oh, you are a big wig, though. Okay, I get it, Michael. All right. Okay, yes, you are a big wig. Yes, yes, we bow to you. So, I hope you learned something a little bit from the about pH today in my little snippet. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. By the time we are done with November, you will know more than you ever thought you would know about pulmonary hypertension. So I will be back tomorrow, not in a video, but I'll be back tomorrow with another snippet about pH. And so I hope you all have a blessed day, and God bless.